Hello, and welcome to Session 4 of GED Advanced Graphs and Functions. Function notation looks fancy, but it is truly friendly. The symbol f of x just means the output of the function f when the input is x. Today, we will evaluate it, work backward from it, and clearly tell the difference between domain and range. Let's make this notation feel easy. First, a warning that saves points. The symbol f of x does not mean f times x. The parentheses here mean the output of function f for the input x. So think of f as a little machine. You feed in a value and it hands back exactly one output. So f of 4 simply asks, what does the machine give when the input is 4? To evaluate, we substitute. Wherever you see x in the rule, you replace it with the given input, and then you simplify. Keep any negative input inside parentheses so the signs behave. For example, in the rule 3x minus 2, to find f of 4, you write 3 times 4 minus 2, which is 10. Let's evaluate carefully with a negative input. The rule is f of x equals 3x minus 2, and we want f of negative 2. Step 1. Substitute negative 2 for x, keeping it in parentheses. 3 times negative 2 minus 2. Step 2. Multiply. Negative 6 minus 2. Step 3. Simplify. Negative 8. So f of negative 2 equals negative 8. Sometimes the GED gives you the output and asks for the input. That just reverses the machine. If f of x equals 11, and the rule is 2x plus 1, we set 2x plus 1 equal to 11. Then we undo the steps. Subtract 1 to get 2x equals 10, and divide by 2 to get x equals 5. Always check by plugging it back in. Now, two words that sound scary but are not: domain and range. The domain is the set of allowed inputs, every value you are allowed to feed into the function. For the input set -3, 0, and 4, the domain is simply those three x values. Nothing more complicated than that. The range is the set of outputs the function actually produces. Take g of x equals x squared minus 5. Feed in -3. 9 minus 5 is 4. Feed in 0. 0 minus 5 is -5. Feed in 4. 16 minus 5 is 11. So the range for those inputs is -5, 4, and 11. 3 traps to avoid. First, never read f of x as multiplication. Second, always wrap a negative input in parentheses before you square or multiply. Third, do not mix up domain and range. Domain is the inputs, range is the outputs. A quick way to remember: in the domain, out the range. Let's lock it in. The symbol f of x means the output at input x. To evaluate, substitute and simplify, using parentheses for negatives. To find an input from an output, undo the steps in reverse. The domain is the inputs. The range is the outputs. That is function notation, made simple. Wonderful work today. You can now read function notation, evaluate it, work backward to an input, and tell domain from range. Your mastery check is the 10 practice questions for this session. For each one, write the rule, substitute carefully, and label your inputs and outputs. To read the full lesson notes and practice more GED graphs and functions questions, visit the course page at www.bridgetoexam.com. I will see you in session 5, where we measure slope. Keep going. You are doing great.